Hi, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School and with another tips and tricks. And today's tips and tricks is on paddles. And I've just got some Bending Branches brand paddles sitting here. It is what I happen to use in my school. It's what you will paddle with if you come to any of my classes or a demo or anything like that. I just like the Bending Branches. They're made in Wisconsin, I believe. Really great American-made company, American-owned company. I just really like their paddles, their quality. Anyway, I'm not sponsored by Bending Branches, at least not yet, but Bending Branches, if you're listening and if you're watching, I wouldn't mind some help. We're going to go over kind of different types of paddles, different purposes, and different intents. So, first of all, this is a Bending Branches paddle that has a snap ferrule, and what I mean by snap ferrule is that it has a little snap ferrule button, a little snap button, and it comes apart and goes back together. That little snap or that little push button there allows you to snap this back together, so snap ferrule. Okay, so this one actually has the ability to feather. And what I mean by feather is if you watch that end of the kayak, that end of the paddle, I can push this button and go 45 degrees one way, or back to center, or I can go 45 degrees the other way. If I can push that in, wait me just a minute. There we go. So I can go 45 degrees the other way. And by having one paddle blade straight and the other one feathered like this, it can help you in your paddling stroke. It can help you without having to rotate your body just a little bit more. It just depends on your paddle style and your your paddle stroke ability. So I always advise taking a paddling class. You'll learn more about feathering, more about how to paddle, how to hold the paddle, how to bring the paddle out of the water, and feathering just kind of helps with that just a little bit. This is a different style of paddle. This has got a twist lock. There's no snap, there's no ferrule, there's no button. I like this type when I'm on salt water because there's nothing to worry about trying to get built up with salt. Like this one does has a little bit of tendency to get sand in there. It makes it a little bit difficult sometimes to get that snap ferrule undone. So if I'm in a sandy environment like the ocean down here, I like this twist type. This is a really light paddle. I really like this one. It actually has measurements on it, so if you're using that for fish, just for fun, it's a great way to measure your fish, get a nice estimate. The next one I'm going to go with, also a Bending Branches, but this one is a twist lock and it is adjustable length. So this one actually just 15 centimeters longer than the original length. So I believe this one goes from, I want to say 240 to 255, if I remember right. It used to be written on here somewhere, but I can't remember anymore. But that sounds about right, 240 to 255. And what I like about an extendable or adjustable length paddle is that because I have multiple kayaks and multiple widths of kayaks, different styles and different widths and different models of kayaks, I can adjust that paddle length so that I can easily paddle each of those kayaks without having to get a new paddle every time I get in a different kayak. It also, if you have a kayak that has an adjustable height seat in a low and high position, an adjustable length paddle is going to be better for you because it will help you get that better paddle angle, better paddle strokes, and better paddling technique if you can adjust that length when you raise yourself up off the surface of the water even higher. So if you're in a fixed position or you have a kayak that doesn't have an adjustable seat, a snap ferrule fixed length is just fine, especially if it's your only kayak. It's a great kayak, it's a great paddle. There's nothing wrong with a snap ferrule. I like the adjustable length because I have adjustable height seats and because I have multiple kayaks that I can just jump in, and usually one paddle I have will work for every kayak I have, whether or not it is an adjustable seat in a low or high position. So that is just a really quick tips and tricks on paddles, different types, and why you might want to look at a snap ferrule, feathering, or twist ferrule, and or an adjustable length ferrule that twists. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know below. I've been Donald with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School. This has been another Tips and Tricks. Watch for one every Tuesday at 2 o'clock Central. And if you have not hit that little bitty subscribe button, please do so. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you all for watching.